Hello again, everybody, and this is the third video that I promised to do to help people come back into peace. So I'm just going to wait just 1 minute for people to join. This video will also go on to YouTube later. And it is, again, that I'm going to be speaking in words that hopefully will help anybody in any walk of life, in anywhere in the world, no matter their circumstances or their age. But to just give you an exercise that anyone can do and practice. The more you practice it, the easier it is, so that when things arise in your life that trouble you, that cause you pain, you can come back into peace. That's the only intention of this exercise. Just to help you come back into peace and well-being and balance. So, with that intention of trying to reach anybody that's struggling to do that, I'm going to start by saying that everything is made of energy. For some people that watch this, just try and keep an open mind to the fact that every single thing is made of energy, including yourself. If you have no understanding of that, then just research it. Just do a search on the internet for Nikola Tesla or Albert Einstein. Do your own research. Find your own answers that help you to understand that everything is energy, including you, including your body, including your thoughts. A stone is made of energy. Your body is made of energy. The grass is made of energy. Your words emit energy. Your voice box vibrates energy. But just do your own research. If you don't understand that, or you disagree, then that's absolutely fine. But if you want to understand more about yourself, if you want to understand this exercise, then just do some research about physics or metaphysics. So, in every single moment we experience through our human body, we are feeling energy. And I'm going to explain that a little tiny bit more. But what we do is we feel energy, and then we use the mind to define what we are feeling. So in other words, to understand what I mean by feeling, if I take this pen and I allow the pen to touch my fingers, I can feel that, can't I? Yeah, my finger can feel the pen. That's what I mean by feeling energy. So inside our body, no matter what happens in our life, something happens. Maybe somebody says something or does something, or something happens to you. What happens first of all is that we feel energy inside our body. That's the first part. The second part is that the mind kicks in and starts to define what we're feeling inside our body. So then the mind will say, I am feeling angry. I am feeling upset. I am feeling worried. I'm feeling anxious. I am feeling nervous. But all the while, if you ignore the mind defining how we feel, the body is feeling an energy inside it. And that's all it is. We feel lots and lots and lots of different hertz, frequency of energy. It's always changing. There isn't a moment in the day when we feel the same way. So our energy in our body is always doing this in terms of energy. It gets high, it gets low, high, low. But it's energy. And then the mind starts to define how it feels, what it is feeling. And it attributes meaning based on circumstances and what has happened. So if somebody spoke to you or did something that you didn't agree with, say, example, you might react. You will feel a certain way in your body, and then your mind will say, I feel angry. And then the mind will say, I am angry. So something happens, the body reacts in energetic waveform. The mind says, I feel this, and then the mind says, I am this. I feel upset. I am upset. I feel worried about my child. I am worried about my child. I feel nervous that I need to go to the hospital. I am nervous that I need to go to the hospital. Do you see? So there's this process that goes on that we may not be aware of, where we are feeling energy inside our body. It's inside our body. I'm demonstrating that this pen touches the finger and I can feel it. I can feel the energy in my finger by the pen touching my finger. But in terms of our everyday life and our emotions, we react to our environment and we react to ourselves in the mind. So to just reiterate, the environment produces whatever it produces in our lives. It's all different for all of us. We then feel energy inside our bodies. Our mind interprets the energy to a million zillion different degrees of thoughts all over the world. We define it, and then we say we are it. So the mind will say, I am feeling upset. And then it will say, it will own it and say, I am upset. And I would like to say no. I would like to say, you are not your thoughts. you're not your feelings either. You're not anger. You're not the feeling of anger or worry, sadness, joy, loneliness. You're defining the energy that is in your body, and how we each define it is up to us. It's our choice. So I want to do an exercise in a sec to help you find peace when those times arise every day, when we feel certain ways and we just don't want to. It's because of the mind and the thoughts. So if I take this ruler, just to explain before we do the exercise, I take this ruler, imagine that everything we feel has a different energy frequency to it. Because it does. It's just energy in our body that we're defining. So if this was the point of peace, balance, right in the middle there, we can feel happy, excited, ecstatic, joyful, ecstasy, and all of those emotions hold a different energetic frequency inside our body. You know by me saying this that happy feels different to ecstatic. Happy feels different to excited or ecstasy. Every one of those feelings feels different, doesn't it? Inside our body. Why? Because they each have an energetic value, a different one. And let's go the other end. So this is peace here. Frustrated, sad, lonely, annoyed, worried, resentful, etc. Okay? Guilty is a good one. Sad, down, depressed. All of those feel a different way, and you know that. You know angry feels a totally different way to feeling lonely. Why? Because each one of those feelings has a different energetic frequency that we define. So, let's do an exercise together that you can do when you want to let go of any feelings that you don't want. So something happens in your life, you get upset, or maybe there is an underlying concern or worry that then causes anxiety, and then you live with anxiety. Let's just do an exercise that can bring you right back to peace. It's when you come back to that peace, that balance, once you've arrived at it within your body, you're then better equipped in your everyday life to then make another choice and another choice. So no matter what happens in your life, whatever presents to you, to be able to make a choice or decision or change from that place of balance, from that place of peace, as opposed to making a choice from this place of anger or frustration or worry or nerves or fear, because all of these are fear-based. But isn't it better to make any changes to your life, any choices that need to be made them, to make them from this place of peace and balance within your own body and mind. So we'll just do an exercise to help you. You can use this again and again, every day, forever. The more you do it, the quicker you can do it. Okay? And this will go from perhaps minutes initially to bring you to peace. And when you practice and practice, it's like riding a bike until you can come back into that peace within seconds. And then not even seconds, but just one breath. Because you've practiced it, just like riding the bike. You don't need the stabilizers. You can just do it easily, without thinking, without much effort at all. Okay. So again, close your eyes now. Just close your eyes. It's necessary to close your eyes so that there is nothing outside of you that's distracting you from this exercise. And perhaps, if you want to, bring up an emotion, a feeling that you've recently had or that you have today that isn't pleasant. Maybe it's a worry, maybe it's anger, frustration, whatever it is, but to just bring it into your awareness with your eyes closed, just for the sake of this exercise, just for this exercise, to demonstrate it. And you'll be aware of circumstances that have arisen where you've then experienced that emotion. So there's a story, isn't there, to why you ended up feeling that emotion. A circumstance, a story, something happened. Or maybe you just had thoughts and those thoughts created your emotion. Maybe nothing happened at all except your thoughts took you there, which is often the case. To feel that emotion with your eyes closed, you've already defined it as being angry, sad, lonely, stressed, nervous. And now let go of the mind's definition. Just feel it physically in your body. Let go of the story that created it. Let go of the words. Let go of your thoughts and just physically feel the energy in your body and allow it. Allow that energy inside your body to just be energy. Feel it physically inside you. No story. It's just energy. If you're still thinking, if you're still in the mind, let go of the mind now. Let go of your thoughts now and your only focus is to physically feel the energy in your body and nothing else. No thoughts. Feel the energy. Allow it. Become it. Become just the energy in your body, nothing else. And so just by allowing you to be just energy with no thoughts, there is only peace. With the absence of all thoughts, there is peace. And the way to peace can be by just feeling that energy in your body and allowing it and becoming it. As soon as you become just energy, there is the absence of thought. They don't exist. They don't exist when you just feel energy. And in the absence of thought, there's only peace. So that's it. That's the exercise. I hope it helps. May take you a little while to practice if it's new to you. But the more you practice it, the easier it is. And it means that in any single circumstance you're in, when you find yourself brewing up inside or getting upset, you can just breathe in. You can become energy only and return to peace. You can be in a crowded room and be peaceful. You can be in complete mayhem around you and be in peace. You can find your peace because you have the power to. You have the ability to. And all it requires is your attention to decide, just to choose. Choose that exercise and see how peaceful you can become. And once you find peace, you will want to return to it again and again and again. Changes your life. Changes your well-being. If you worry, if you become anxious, anxiety, nerves, stress, sadness, loss of a loved one, do the exercise. You will always, always come back to peace. Okay, I hope that helps. And if you know anybody struggling anywhere in the world and you feel this may help them, it will be on YouTube as well as here on Facebook, okay? But let's just help one another. God bless. Take care. As always, I love you. Bye-bye.